Captain's log, stardate 2026-05-04. The vessel is steady, the long-range sensors are lit up like a Christmas tree, and the AI sector is moving faster than anyone on this bridge can comfortably keep up with. I have pulled the top 5 signals worth your attention this week. What's real, what it costs you, and what it means if you're running a business in this quadrant. Stand by. Story 1. Morgan Stanley issued a report this spring warning that a transformative leap in AI is landing in the first half of this year, and that most of the world isn't ready. Their thesis is simple: scaling laws are still holding. Throw 10 times the compute at a frontier model, you roughly double its useful intelligence. OpenAI's GPT 5.4 thinking already cleared 83% on the GDP Val benchmark, that's at or above human expert level. Meta is putting $115 to $135 billion into AI capex this year alone, nearly double last year. Microsoft just committed $10 billion to Japan. Alphabet, Amazon, Nvidia, Broadcom, analysts call them the Four Horsemen. Captain's analysis: this isn't a bubble in the sense people mean, it's an arms race. The practical takeaway: when frontier models get smarter, the wrapper layer you build on top gets smarter for free. Build for the model coming in 12 months, not the one shipping today. Story 2. Agentic AI has officially crossed the line from research demo to production infrastructure. The latest survey numbers: 65% of organizations are experimenting and roughly 25% are scaling them. Forrester and Gartner are both calling 2026 the breakthrough year for multi-agent systems, specialized agents collaborating. Real Receipts, Meta's unified agent platform, is recovering hundreds of megawatts of power by automatically fixing issues. Investigations that used to take engineers 10 hours now take 30 minutes. Nvidia dropped Nematron 3 Nano Omni, a 30 billion parameter model that unifies vision, audio, and language, claiming 9 times the throughput. Captain's analysis: the era of chat is ending, the era of do the work has begun. But, and this is critical, Gartner reports that 86 to 89% of enterprise pilots failed to reach production. The graveyard is full of impressive demos that couldn't handle stale data or rate-limited APIs. If you're deploying agents, governance and observability are not optional. They are the product. Story 3. A year after rattling Silicon Valley, China's DeepSeek rolled out preview versions of its V4 Flash and V4 Pro series. The headline features a 1 million token context window and hybrid attention architecture for long conversation memory. The gap between US and Chinese models has narrowed to a hair. Claude Opus 4.6 versus ZAI's GLM 5.1. Captain's analysis: if your entire stack depends on one closed API, you are building on rented land. The smart play is hybrid. Frontier closed model for hard reasoning, open weight model for the routine stuff. That architecture survives a vendor price hike, a regional outage, or a regulatory shift. Plan accordingly. Story 4. The economic shockwaves are arriving. Snap CEO Evan Spiegel announced a layoff of approximately 1,000 employees, explicitly citing AI efficiency. AI now generates more than 65% of Snap's new code. Q1 saw over 45,000 tech positions eliminated, with 1 in 5 layoffs explicitly citing AI as the cause. Sam Altman envisions companies built by 1 to 5 people. Mark Benioff is hiring 1,000 new grads for the opposite case. Captain's analysis: this is the part where the technology stops being abstract and starts hitting people. The question is, what does my org chart look like when one operator with the right agent stack does what a team of 5 used to do? The companies that win will use leverage to grow into new markets, not just shrink. Expand the mission, not just the margin. Story 5. The accountability layer is catching up. A landmark ruling found platforms can be makers of fraudulent statements. The Nebraska Supreme Court suspended an attorney whose brief contained 57 defective citations, AI hallucinations. Researchers found 28,663 systems with exposed AI agent control panels accessible to anyone on the open internet. Captain's analysis: compliance, observability, audit logs, and security are now table stakes. The model said so is not a defense. If you are deploying agents for clients, your contracts and access controls have to be ready before the work ships. So that's the situation report. Frontier models getting smarter, agents entering the workflow, open source closing the gap. Every previous technology wave rewarded the operators who built early, built deliberately, and built on standards. Stay curious, build something this week, and remember, the future is not a destination, it's a heading. Captain Nate signing off. Make it so.